What it do, what it do. It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Listen, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me. And yeah, we back in the kitchen. And there's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Just a reminder, I've spoken about this shit before, but I'm just gonna get to the root of the problem. I'm just gonna get to the root of it, and I want to break down the real reason behind that slap. Yeah, many people have got slapped throughout their life. Nothing was more viral than when Chris Rock got slapped. That's why I had to play that clip of him roasting the shit out of Will Smith. He got his redemption through jokes. And shout out to him for that. Everybody ain't physical. But he definitely won through jokes. Yeah, he whooped the shit out of Yeah, he tore Will Smith ass up. Yeah, that was a 15-round brutal fight in jokes. Okay. I don't got much to say about Chris Rock. I've said before, that's one of my most highest viewed videos. I made a video saying I was wrong about Chris Rock. But anyway, yeah, I just believe in a man standing up for himself. I don't believe no man should let no man slap him. But other than that, now, there's no way I could take Will Smith's side. The world took Will Smith's side, and it became a story of redemption and shit. It became some shit like he's protective of some shit. And he was a hero, and he was protective of Jada and her issue with her head. Because I've mentioned this before, her head ain't the same. If you go look at Low Down Dirty Shame, that was the real Jada. She talked different, she walked different, she looked way different. I know when you get older, you age and shit like that, but her head do not look the same as it used to be. I told you, she got an alien head. Yeah, she got one of them heads. She look like she from Mercury or Venus or Pluto or some shit. Or some Saturn or some shit like that. She just don't have a normal head no more. I just think they done some shit to her. Yeah, at this point, I believe in clones. I believe in all kind of shit because the way these doctors can do these weird surgeries on our body and they can turn a boy from a girl to a boy, I think they can turn Jada Pinkett's head into a Pluto head. Yeah, that's what I think. So, I've mentioned that, and I've mentioned that August Alsina was Jada Pinkett's son, best friend or some shit, and she had an entanglement with him. And I also mentioned that I think the entanglement didn't just involve Jada. I think the entanglement also involved Will. I think that's why he was looking that way. I think that's why he was so fucked up behind it. I think he was very ashamed and embarrassed. Will Smith always knew Jada cheated on him. That ain't no new shit. They got an open relationship. Yeah, I think she discussed her sex affairs with him. I think they lay in bed and talk about weird shit they do with other weird ass people. I just think they got a very weird relationship, and yeah, they very open. Will been knowing he been getting cheated. Well, it ain't even cheated on at this point. I guess they let them call it this Hollywood shit. I guess it ain't cheating no more because they talk about it. So like I said, he been knowing that she been fucking. So, and all that there. So, it wasn't about the entanglement. This slap had nothing to do with a fucking entanglement. Because, like I said, I believe they both was in that same room. I think it was a three-way affair. What's that song? I'm trapped. I'm caught up in the middle of a two-way love affair. You motherfuckers don't know nothing about that. Anyway, I think Will Smith was trapped. And I think he was, I think he wanted to be with August. But I think he still loved Jada and he understand he had kids with. I think the real relationship was Will Smith and August. August came out gay 3 months after he admitted about the entanglement. I just think that's weird timing. He came out gay 3 months after the entanglement. Like I said, I'm going to mention this once again. I think the entanglement, I just think Will was more into the entanglement than Jada was. Jada dumped his ass. She didn't really give a fuck about August. He was just a young motherfucker to fuck her. That's all that was. But Will took that shit personal. That's why we look at this look on his face. He cried when, and I think he was jealous of, he just, I don't know, I just think he got jealous because August, I seen her really fell in love with Jada. But Jada didn't give a fuck about August. And I think it fucked Will up. I think he wanted August to fall in love with him. Okay, anyway, on to some other shit and off they weird ass marriage and the weird shit they do and the weird shit that they done did to their kids and the weird shit that they do now and the way that they don't know what they are. The girl don't know if she's a boy or a girl. The boy don't know if he wants her orange or green or pink. I just don't know. I wish them all the best, but it's just very weird and it's a damn shame. We as black folks, we call CPS on our kids for petty shit. Yeah, you just hating on her because she fucked your man and she smoked weed and you done called CPS. That girl go to work 6 days a week. That girl work 12-hour shifts and she takes care of her kids by herself. She got no man. And because she smoked weed, now CPS done knocked on the goddamn door and you done called We call CPS on black folks for petty shit. Most of the time, CPS be called because the motherfucker jealous of the mother with the kid. A lot of times it ain't that she abusing the kid. A lot of times it's some jealousy, petty shit. And a lot of times family would call CPS on you. Yeah, it be that hateful ass cousin. Yeah, that hateful ass cousin that was always jealous of you. That'll be the one that'll call CPS on you. So what I'm saying is, the shit that Will and Jada was allowed to do to their kids, because I know they kids was at them parties too. As kids. And so they've been everywhere. And I just think that shit is very illegal. I think that shit is very goddamn illegal. It's a lot of shit. Like P. Diddy having Usher live with him and sleep in the bed with him when he was 14 and party and shit. And that motherfucker was up all night partying every night at 14 years old. And once again, Usher's mother said, Usher, my boy has changed and he don't have a soul anymore. Yeah. And mama know best and mama know her kids. So, like I said, a lot of weird shit that go on in the industry, but don't know child protective ever get called on these motherfuckers. Let me get to this slap and the meaning of it. I'm gonna get off this motherfucker. The slap. Listen, wasn't nothing tough about it. Let's just make that shit very clear. There was nothing tough about it. Now, I've been making all these videos and it just coincides with what I've been saying. We baboons, orangutans, silverbacks, and gorillas, and it ain't enough goddamn bananas in the world to feed you, motherfucker. The slap was because, for one, Chris Rock is soft and he little as shit. But it's deeper than that. It ain't just because he's little, because it's some little ass white boys that he'll never slap. It's some little ass Asians that he'll never slap. Nah, bro, it's just, that's what we do. Yesterday was Memorial Day. It was shootouts everywhere. Yeah, these motherfuckers we choose on holidays to get violent. You motherfuckers been obedient at work all week, but on the weekend, you motherfuckers want to bring out your pistols. After you've been behaving, you've been on your best behavior. But anyway, that's the point I'm making. So, yeah, it was shootouts and everything yesterday. It just coincided with what I've been saying. There's nothing that we get more excited about than to tear each other down. And that was the most, when I look at that was the most coon move. That Will Smith, when he looked back at that crowd, he was asking white folks, did I do good? Boy, let me tell you something. He should have had some tap dancing shoes on when he slapped Chris Rock. He made white America proud. That's why it went so viral. At the Oscars. He showed that we are monkeys. That was a monkey move. Yeah. Will Smith is one of the biggest cowards that ever lived, bro. Your woman fuck other men, bro, and come and talk to you about it. Let me tell you something. Any man that allow that shit, you weird as shit. You weird as fuck. I don't give a fuck how much money you got or fame. If your woman could go fuck another man and tell you about how she enjoyed that shit, you got me fucked up. And you ain't no goddamn man. But anyway, listen. Back to the slap. Like I said, bro, It's a lot of white. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you what was behind that slap. Also, but besides black people loving to attack one another and the self-hate that we constantly go through, that was started hundreds of years ago. But slavery don't matter, but we still hate each other. It's a lot of shit we hate. You know, we still gang bang over skin tones and shit, and skin colors, and light and dark, and nappy hair, good hair and shit. We still suffer from that shit. So you motherfuckers can't tell me that shit don't affect us. So anyway, like I said, that slap, it was the frustration of him knowing he ain't a man, knowing that your wife has slept with half the industry, knowing she has slept with half these white executives and shit. And you really want to slap one of them white executives, but you don't have the nuts, bro. You don't have the nuts because you was bought in West Philadelphia, balling days on the playground is where I spent most of my days. All that shit that you was bought back then. Quincy Jones got a hold of you. He introduced you to the white folks, and also I think he did weird shit to you. Quincy Jones, he was very talented, but he was also weird. He may be the greatest producer that ever lived, but he was weird, and he did weird shit to young black boys. But anyway, yeah, so you've been tampered with, and I think you've tampered with a lot of young black stars. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, all this your frustration of being manipulated as a kid and selling your soul at a young age, bro, and dealing with a woman that was considered Jada Pinkett. Everybody, when I was coming up, bro, we all loved. She was my favorite. All that, you know, it was a couple bad ones. You know, you had, but Jada was the shit to me. She was the baddest motherfucker. Let me tell you something, bro. And she had a whole lot of sauce. Like, she was different, bro. So what I'm saying is, when you look at how she changed, she became one of the most cutthroat women in Hollywood. Yeah, I don't know if it was Pac dying. I don't know what the fuck, but Jada Pinkett completely changed. And I told you, once again, her face, her head, nothing looks the same. I don't know. But anyway, she changed, bro. And I think him realizing that he's with one of the most heartless women in Hollywood. And the fact that everybody know you getting played, bro. Everybody knows, bro. And I think Jada Pinkett, you know, kind of like how Whitney Houston introduced Bobby Brown to cocaine, and we always thought it was Bobby that introduced Whitney. Nah, I think Jada introduced Will to the Illuminati, or whatever you want to call this white shit that these white folks run, and recruit all these black folks to do weird shit to other black folks and recruit them too. Yeah, I believe in all that shit. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but anyway, yeah, I think Jada introduced Will to the game, and he's been a Illuminati or whatever you want to call it ever since. And they worship the devil, and they shepherds of the devil, and all that other shit. And it's a bunch of weird shit. But yeah, behind that slap, it was just self-hate. Because it's a lot of white producers that fucked over. Hollywood fucked over Will. But he ain't gonna slap now one of them white movie makers. And he would have never disrespected the Oscars and slapped a white boy and disrespected, because it would have been a whole nother narrative. Nobody would have been saying, oh, he slaps the white producer. No, they would have said, Will was wrong. Will, what are you doing, bro? It would have been a whole nother narrative. Wouldn't have been a whole lot of goddamn laughing like you motherfuckers did when he slapped Chris. If he had slapped the white boy, you motherfuckers wouldn't have been laughing. So that's how I feel about it. But like I said, it was just, that's what I think. It was a jigaboo move. It was just a tap dancing move, showing how you always quick to slap and keep down one of your own, but you ain't gonna question the motherfuckers that shitted on your movies, pimping. And when you ain't get them awards that you thought you should have got, yeah, for concussion and shit. And remember y'all tried to boycott the Oscars and shit? Yeah, you should have boycott. You should have did more than boycott. You should have slapped some of them producers. Which lets me know you just a coward. And just like most of us as black men, we are the prostitutes of America. And we are the biggest cowards that, that exist today, because we get excited. Nothing excites us more than to kill our own. And you know, and to you motherfuckers that don't think you suffer from self-hate, won't you speak against us killing each other then? Why won't you speak again? Because we kill each other 10 times more than we did 10 years ago. And 10 years before that, we kill each other 10 times more, bro. Chicago, what they average at least 4 or 5 bodies a day. That was once a great city for black folks. Chicago was once a great. So until you can speak against some shit like that, and we can stand as men, then I'll quit talking so much shit. This is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.